This is the NFL on EA Sports, and you get a look inside a hot and humid Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
These are 24. Hey, Soko, Silver.
They'll run here with a rookie. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the red. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
13, Lou. Take right open. Hey, I'm gun.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And now a hold out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey. Here we go.
They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Rip, 23. Hey, tomato. Touch.
Here's Rodriguez. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Rodriguez taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Slide through. 50, green.
Young working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Now here's Young. Got a man. That's Liggett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Red, yellow. Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Now Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Okay, red.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Ready.
To the air once more, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go. Smash. Red. Yellow.
Young with it. 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill 26 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Panthers 3. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Right back to Njoku. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
6. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
Young. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll throw again. Young. That one complete to Ligon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown. And Xavier Legette from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14. Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey, go, go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready, ready. Hey, kill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 7.
11. Red on red.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop. This defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Young to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Ginger. Duck. Silver.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, run. Son, this is Hunt. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Done. This is hot. Hey, kill.
Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5.
Down.
To throw, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here we go.
Young takes it on a sneak. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Okay, right? Blaster, 6. Here we go, set. Cut.
Young will set to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point safely through. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshaw Turton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Panthers 17. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Right back to Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They had the incomplete.
incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one out to the 35.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now Young. Got a man, that's the gap. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Right, here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Here is Young.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue, 32, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready, snap, rest, block 40, roster, 6. Ready.
Again, it's Young. And the comeback may start out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Red on red.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Hey, run. Hey, kill. Son, it's on. There we go.
Lawrence will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Down. Right. 52 Blues. Cut.
Here's Young. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Carolina. David Njoku, 56 yards. And the Panthers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Slide blue. 45. Red. Cycle. Ready?
Young to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready? Break.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Red. Let's go. Huge. Yellow. Black shot. Bill green. Edo blue. Ready.
Now Young. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here it is, 4th and inches. Young takes it on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Here's Young. This is the tight end, Njoku. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest.
Ready.
Young. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
Set, ready. 50, green.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rip, 23. Son, das ist hot.